The internet can be a very dangerous place, especially for minors, because quite frankly, they don't know a lot of things that we do as adults. And there are some adults out there who understand this and will use that to abuse and take advantage of these minors. And they will do basically whatever they want to them. And it's very, very gross. You probably already know the term for it. It starts with a G. But today, ladies and gentlemen, we will be talking about that. We will be talking about, older individuals taking advantage of younger individuals. And ironically, this is taking place in the femboy gimmick community. So how did this really all start? What caused individuals to be suspicious about femboy gimmick accounts and stuff like that? Well, it all started with a tweet. Let me go ahead and show you this tweet. And I think it's safe to say that this tweet here is defined as a hot take, one of the nuclear takes out there on Twitter. Twitter is very famous for nuclear takes on either side, but here it is. One thing the straight and Baltic and nationalists in my mentions today don't understand is that the support and acceptance of the LGBTQ+ is not conditional, earned, or asked for. It's not a choice. We are not asking you, we are telling you, and we will turn your kids gay. And the second part of this goes, there is not question about acceptance. You either give it or we'll take it, and we'll make your kids gay. So if you look at these tweets surface level and you don't really put too much effort into it, it's like, yeah, it's a hot take. It's a nuclear take even. But there's some people that looked a little closer to it, and it was like, wait a minute, something ain't right here. And I think it has something to do with the last part of this and this right here, of these two tweets, which is being, and we will turn your kids gay. Okay, these two things were like, hold on there, that's a warning sign right there, ladies and gentlemen. That's how an individual on Twitter made an entire thread talking about this, going to a specific femboy gimmick account Discord server, at least owned by someone that it has a femboy gimmick account that has some pretty unfortunate conversations with minors and obviously adults. This thread is brought to you by Redo of Dementry. We're just gonna call them Redo because I'll be damned if I have to say that full name every single time I'm mentioning Redo here. But anyways, let's go ahead and read the entire thread for y'all so you can understand what is going on here. Okay, the femboy gimmick accounts mass reported Sorrel. So I believe Sorrel was the individual that did the scouting, that did the probing of these Discord server, and found out that, hey, you know, there's a lot of unpugger moments happening in these Discord servers, and I believe they first talked about it on Twitter, but got banned because they reported, or as it says here, mass reported a tweet that really wasn't really that bad. It was like death something, like death to a certain character. It wasn't like calling death for like a legitimate person. It was like I think like a Final Fantasy reference or something. I don't know. But anyways, that's what happened there. So for context here, ladies and gentlemen, Sorrel, I believe that's how you pronounce the name, is the individual that really broke out the story. But Redo here is just retelling the entire situation. Everything in this thread was taken from @FemboyHC server, so it's from his server, right? From Femboy cooking server, or just HC. I don't know if it's actually the Femboy cooking dude. Anyways, many of the other gimmick accounts like Catboy Ranch were also in it. So there's a lot. Apparently, there's a lot of well-known femboy gimmick accounts in this Discord server that conversations that you're about to read are happening, that they're in there. So it's kind of sussy, ladies and gentlemen. At best, this Discord is unsafe for minors despite welcoming them. At worst, it's a den of. So I will read these for you, and I want you to come up to the conclusions that you want to. But anyways, let's go ahead and read the conversations here. I took a pic of my blip, but haven't sent it to anybody because I'm, 13. Okay, you really need to have a conversation with this kid. Okay, what are you doing, talking about this, doing that even at the age of 13? Like, where are their parents? Okay, that's my question. Where are their parents? Okay, their parents have clearly failed this individual. Clearly. It's so unfortunate. It is so unfortunate. This is a disgrace. Like, these parents are terrible parents, okay? Like, they're not paying attention to their child. Most likely, they're probably busy. You know, you want to give that excuse to them. They're probably busy, so they just give devices to their children, or this child right here. I was like, there you go. I'll let the device do the parenting for me, since, you know, I'm too busy. But anyways, let's continue on. Who ping-ponged me? So apparently someone wanted to get on some of that action, which again is kind of, kind of disgusting. Not kinda, literally, like 100% without a doubt, disgusting. Let's continue on. I feel like I'm witnessing something I shouldn't. Maybe you are. Maybe you are. It's the bottom native language. Swear to God, dude. This is why you really have to be careful with the conversations that you have with people online. Okay, like it's there. Okay, even if it's done in jest, right? Like, I understand joking around with stuff like this, but even in jest, it's weird. Okay, do you understand me? It's weird. All right, especially if you're talking in this way to a minor. It's weird. It's really weird. It can, and honestly, it can devolve into something that's weird to like unacceptable, if you get me, right? So this is advice from me, from Old Riggy. If you want to listen to Old Riggy here, don't have conversations like this, okay? If you see the minor or the adult beginning to start going down that route, you'd be like, hey, let's switch subjects here. How about we don't do that? You know? You gotta be careful, ladies and gentlemen. You really have to be careful. Let's continue on. What if I have ears and wear skirt? Same. Then you are a little cute bottom cat boy. Swear to God, dude. Oh my God, bro. Oh my God, this server. Where are the mods? Where are the mods, bro? They should be like, hey there, brother. How about we don't do that? Here's the deal, though, ladies and gentlemen. Okay, it's like you can wear a skirt as a man and not be sexual, but the way that you go about it is depending, right? It's like if you do things that are sexual, people are obviously going to perceive it as sexual, right? Like, you can wear a skirt and it not be sexual at all, right? But the way that they're talking about this, right? It's sexual. Okay, you could feel it, you can smell it, and it smells gross, ladies and gentlemen. It's awful. It's a really repugnant smell. All right, it's the kind that you never want to smell, but when you smell it, you just can't help but to gag. It is so extremely unfortunate. But what is a condom? What kind of like, these aren't questions that I were asking, right? As when I was 13. When I was 13, I was like contemplating, like Star Wars. Actually, no, it was like more Mario facts. But like, I wasn't asking what is a condom. I don't know big people words. Oh my God, dude. Oh my God. You heard me. Like, what? I swear to God, people, this is so frustrating. You know that? You know, this is probably extremely frustrating for you too, having to read that kind of garbage. Let's go ahead and keep going down here. Here is one of the admin's responses of the user who tipped Sorel off about the server when he approached them about the children being sexual. To quote his original thread, Lamau at them trying to say, you're the one making a minor talking about being a cute bottom sexual. Anyways, let's continue on. I am losing my faith in humanity. Okay, and then here's supposedly a moderator or an admin in this Discord server, and it goes, why would we bar minors from the server on the off chance that they'll be LOL? Don't you think there are better ways to fix the issues of I can't. Okay, well, I gotta blur out these. I gotta blur out me saying this of on the internet than just barring children from using the internet. That probably has to be like the best way of doing it. Okay, like either barring the children or just making sure if there is any, signs of that it should be limited. Okay, do I think children in general should be banned online? Like they can't use any social media or they can't use the internet in general? It's a nice thing to think about, it's like not having to worry about that kind of garbage. but at the same time, no, like realistically, no. It's not, I don't know, dude. It's like I would prefer them to be, to not use the internet at all, but I don't know. But in this case, we're talking about a Discord server. We're not talking about like the entire internet in general. All right, you could literally be like, hey, no minors allowed in this Discord server, and then everything would be fine. Okay, everything you could talk to whoever you want in any way you want without worrying about it, even though obviously there are gonna be some individuals who are minors who are like, I'm gonna skip the steps here and pretend I'm actually 18, but I'm not. I'm like 14. So you still have to be careful. You still have to be careful, right? But that's a precaution you can take, and the fact that these moderators or this mod here is just not willing to do that is kind of sussy. I'm not gonna lie, kind of fucking sussy. Let's continue on. It's literally sexually suggestion. How? Or suggestion. How? If they have been talking about having sex with men, you can show me where. But your sexuality is a part of you. There's nothing wrong with it. You're the kind of one introducing the adult-oriented element. It's kind of weird. Okay, let's go back here. Literally, he's like, I took a picture of my own ass, and you're gonna tell me that's not sexual at all? You're just gonna tell me like, oh, that's a natural process of life. How about you shut the fuck up? How about that, Femboy hiking? How about you literally shut the fuck up? Get off, like, log off on Twitter. Like, log off on Twitter, my guy. Just like do me a grand favor and just go outside. Touch some goddamn grass. Go to Walmart, all right? Or to not Sam's. They don't sell them there. Go to, Walmart, Home Depot, Lowe's, any plant nursery. Pick yourself up a plant, okay? Get yourself a cactus. I highly recommend a cactus, all right? You can take care of the cactus will take care of you, and the cactus could speak. It'll tell you, my mans, you have some shitty takes, all right? You have some goddamn shitty takes. The evidence is all right here, ladies and gentlemen. This man's like, how? If they have been talking about having sex with men, you can show me where, but it's your sexuality is a part. Shut the fuck up! Shut the fuck up! Minors should not be talking about this. Minors literally should not be talking about this. Ridiculous. Absolutely horrendous. Keep in mind, I have dealt with a lot of people faking screenshots over Discord, so I've asked Sorrel before he did this to get some video proof. This also shows another thing about the server. They have all their minors marked as 18 minus, so there was no mistaking that everyone knew. Alright, so if you look here, there's obviously a recording on an iPhone, which, by the way, it's, I can't imagine someone faking, an iPhone recording of Discord. I don't think that's I don't think that's plausible at all. Maybe if it were on, I don't know, like on the computer, that could be, I guess, an argument or something, but we're talking about an iPhone here. You can't really do much there, but there you go. There's the video evidence for those of you who are like, I don't know about the screenshots, because there's some issues with individuals faking screenshots on Discord. It's actually pretty easy from what I've seen. Like, literally someone showed me, of like faking the screenshots, you could just like type in. I think it's like changing the HTML or something. I don't know how it works, but the guy showed me. It was like, holy shit, that's actually really easy. Anyways, let's continue on. Sorrel also mentioned in his thread the server owner was the one who tweeted this. Many big names in the Femboy gimmick sphere, such as Xavier Online, defended this joke and decided the turn to attacking Lolly and fiction enjoyers as pedos. Interesting turn. Okay, so this is a joke. Oh, okay. So people might have taken this a little too seriously. I obviously took it as a serious thing, but I don't know. It made people suspicious. And went on the Discord server and found some very unfortunate and extremely unacceptable things. So I don't know, dude. Kind of sussy. Anyways, what's HRT? I don't know what HRT is. I don't think it's a good thing. I don't know, dude. I don't know. What are thigh pics? I feel like that's bait. Okay, he knows what thigh pics are. Okay, I feel like he knows what it is, but he wants someone to explain it to him so he can be sexually gratified. Alright, he wants someone to reciprocate, if that's the word, if I'm using it correctly anyways. So, there's a problem. Alright, there's a problem here, ladies and gentlemen. It goes both ways. Alright, it goes both ways. So the minor and the adult. Obviously, I think the responsibility goes to the adult to be like, hey, no, stop it, knock it off. But it still goes both ways. There's a balance here. they both need to like shut the fuck up here. All right, or more like the adult be like, hey, you need to shut the fuck up. But obviously, they're not doing that, and we're having problems here. We're having issues. Lastly, for those wondering what they got on, he died a hero. If Z or GT goes down, you know the culprit, and I'd rather not come back as a super villain. Hello, minstrel. I think this is the okay, so this is the tweet that got Sorrel banned. Your account Sorrel325 has been suspended for violating the Twitter rules, specifically for the violating our rules against posting violent threats. I know how it feels like to be silenced on Twitter, because I had some beef with a furry a while back, and they went around and, you know, they found some tweets that were kind of sussy, and, you know, they called me on it, or just reported it to Twitter, and I was banned for like 8 hours, or suspended for 8 hours. I was like, well, that sucks, and I had to delete the tweets that had important information about the situation with me and that furry. So I was like, it was a power play, very smart move, a very smart move. So extremely unfortunate it happened, but I can understand this. And here's a tweet that got him banned. I'm gonna kill Chaos. And, you know, who names their child #1 Chaos, right? So obviously this is a tweet talking about, you know, a video game. Again, I believe it's from Final Fantasy. So the fact that supposedly the Femboy gimmick accounts, some of them, or many of them, have went out of the way to try to silence information like this from spreading is very suspicious. Very, very suspicious. I don't want to sit here and be like, they're all that's not a thing I want to do at all. But the fact that there are some willing to silence that kind of information from going public is, again, very suspicious and very unfortunate. Now that I've shown you the information that this account shared on Twitter, let me go ahead and give you my 2 cents about this entire situation. Firstly, beware the Femboy trap. Okay, that kind of sounds suggestive, right? But what I mean by trap, I mean by a literal trap, like kind of like a bear trap. All right, you step on that thing and you're stuck. All right, you're stuck, you're bleeding, you're gonna die. Right, so you gotta beware the Femboy trap, because the trap goes both ways. It can catch either a minor or an adult in a very terrible position. It can catch them in a very unfortunate situation. Okay, so you gotta beware that trap, because here's the deal. Like, as this image shows, like, this is the perfect example. All right, this is like the perfect example, right? Like right here and then right here. All right, so it's like they're talking in a very sexual way, and they've made it very clear that they're minor, right? So that's one trap right there. Okay, that's literally one trap. And then another trap is literally this right here, this cunt trying to defend all this garbage when there is really no defense for it, right? So there's both traps right here, but really it's just one trap, the Femboy trap. All right, so if you step on that, you're in big trouble. All right, because you're going to be stuck there, and you're going to find yourself in a very unfortunate situation. Not to say that being a femboy in general is bad. I don't want to say that. I don't want to assume that or perceive that as what I'm trying to say here. But I'm saying that it has the potential to put yourself in a very unfortunate situation. Another thing as well, if this server is still up, right, if it is still public, there needs to be change. Okay, because obviously there are problems, right? Big problems that need to be resolved immediately. Okay, not tomorrow, not the next day, but immediately. Okay, they need to be resolved immediately. Because here's the deal, right? I'm not going to assume that all the admins, all the mods in that server are potential G words or P words, right? But if they are innocent, I think the best course of action to do is to, number one, as this individual said, bar the minors from the Discord server. It is that fucking easy, okay? Literally, all you need to do is be like, you have to be over the age of 18 to join the server. If you're not, you can't join the server. It is that simple, ladies and gentlemen. All right, if you try to tell me that that's a complicated thing, I'm just gonna tell you straight up right now, it's not that complicated. All right, you're just trying to overcomplicate things to better serve your cause. But anyways, that's the biggest thing that you can do, right? Is to essentially ban minors from joining that Discord server. Okay, and also do better moderating when it comes to these kinds of conversations, because you have the power to stop this stuff, right? Like, you could just step in and be like, hey there, how about you don't talk about this, right? How about you don't talk of this, don't talk about this at all, because you're not of age, and also it's just kind of gross, kind of weird. Talk about that, right? Especially with adults present or other minors, really. So it's all on you, dude. Like, what are the mods doing? Like, what the hell are the moderators doing? What's the owner doing? Like, obviously they're seeing this. I'd be hard pressed if they're not seeing this. All right, sure. Maybe I'll give the admins the benefit of the doubt, because sometimes you do have you're given admin, but you do not pay attention to the server at all. All right, like those kinds of people that are like, oh, give me admin. You give them admin, they'll never go active in your server again. So it's like, what's the point of me making you mod? But anyways, I'll give them the benefit of the doubt there. But when it comes to the owner, that's kind of hard pressed. Okay, like I'm gonna hold. I'm gonna hold the owner of the server to the task, okay? Because like, what the hell are you doing? Like, what the hell are you like you're not paying attention, right, to your own server, right? And you're allowing these conversations to happen in your server, which is extremely unacceptable. All right, so it needs to stop. It needs to stop, because there are going to be people who are going to step up and try to stop for you. Right, they're gonna stop the problem for you, and that's something you don't want, because they probably don't have the best of interests of everyone in the situation. Okay, they're just probably there just to spill blood. It doesn't matter if it's innocent blood or blood of the damned. It doesn't matter. They just want blood. So if you don't want that, I would highly suggest you pick up your skirt and be like, okay, let's get to work. Let's fix up the server. All right. But if they don't do anything at all, if they choose to do nothing, they just choose to brush off this criticism, I think they're in big trouble. I think they're in huge trouble. And if you're a miner in that server, I would highly recommend you leave that server, because it's dangerous. Okay, so like, at best it is unsafe for the miners despite welcoming them. Okay, I agree with them completely on this. Okay, so if you're a miner, I would highly suggest you leave. It's honestly not safe for you, especially for younger audiences with creepy older individuals. So again, one more time, I can't make this abundantly clear. If you're a minor in that server, go ahead and leave the server. All right, it's not worth it. It's honestly not worth it. But with all that being said, ladies and gentlemen, that's all I have to say for this extremely disappointing situation. Let me know what you guys think about this. But anyways, thank you everyone for watching this video. I really do appreciate it. But with that being said, I will see you in the next video. Goodbye for now.